Hi, my name is Vinod. In this short video, I'm going to show you how WEBI is connecting with HANA in the latest BO 4.2 version. So, if you're following WEBI with the latest upgrade of BO 4.2, WEBI no longer need a universe to connect with SAP HANA. So, in the latest version of BO, that is 4.2, now we have two types of connections for WEBI to connect with HANA. When I say HANA, calculation views basically, or information model. So these are the two types of connections. One is HANA Direct and the next one is HANA Online. So let's discuss about what are the differences between these two type of connections. Now in the first type of connection, that is HANA Direct, so you will be able to connect to HANA views using two type of connections. One is MDX, that's an OLAP connection, and the next one is JDBC, which is a relational connection. In both of these cases, you are going through the microcube. So this is a standard way of how we build WebI reports, where you have a query panel, you have the control, as a IT team, you have the control on what objects you are giving access to the end user and what data you're fetching and storing in the microcube. On the other hand, the HANA Online is more like a ad hoc analysis. So this is very similar to how a analysis for Office is connecting to a HANA view. So here you don't have any query panel, so it brings no microcube. It shows all the list of objects available in the HANA view for analysis, for the report analysis. So let's quickly see in the system these two type of connections. So first let's start with HANA Direct and MDX. So here I have built a HANA view. So quickly let me go to HANA modeler perspective. Now go to, I have a package built here. So this is I'm using the standard e-fashion example. So this is a calculation view. So it has two hierarchies in these dimension views. Okay, and there are three dimension views. One is product master data, one is store master data, and one is time master data. So once you open your WebI, you will find these two type of connections in the latest version. One is SAP HANA. This is called as SAP HANA Direct Connection, and this is HANA Online. So let's connect through the first one, that is HANA Direct. And if you go to HANA Direct, so give the login credentials. So we'll be using the MDX connection, the OLAP connection first. So here you can see there is an OLAP connection, and here there is a relational connection. The icon itself says that it's a it's an OLAP connection. So I'm going to my calculation view, which I just showed you. Now don't forget this is an OLAP connection. In the OLAP connection, the objects will be shown in a hierarchical fashion. So these are the variables and prompts which are defined in HANA. So you can see, as because we are connecting to HANA in OLAP connection, you will see all your objects in a hierarchical fashion. The hierarchy support is there. So now, so I want to show the data by product line description, category, and let me just take quantity sold for now. Don't forget this is an OLAP connection. So now if you see the system generated query, click on view script. Now we should see the uh, uh, MDX query. So let me run the query and then show you the generated MDX query. Okay, so it's refreshing. Okay, so now let me go back to the query panel. Let's see the generated query. So click on view script. Okay, you can clearly see this is an MDX query, right? So select non-empty measures. You can see this is not SQL. Now don't forget this type of connection, HANA Direct with OLAP connection, doesn't have any query stripping. So you can see there is no query stripping feature. So data gets first extracted from HANA, is queried, the query is fired, the MDX query is fired on the HANA and stored in the microcube. And from the microcube we are displaying in the output, right? So you can go to direct access. We can also first go to properties, document, and you can see the query stripping is not enabled. So let me remove category, refresh the query. So now, although we are not displaying the data at the category level, which is detailed level, now if you go to data access tools and see the data in the microcube, so go to export data, you will still see data is coming into the microcube at the category level. So basically, in simple words, I can say that the query stripping is not enabled. So here I'll say HANA OLAP.csv. Right, this is the file which I created. So you can clearly see here data is queried on HANA at the category level. So basically there is no query stripping. Now let me go back here and show that the hierarchy support is enabled. So here I have a hierarchy defined in the HANA view, a store hierarchy. Let me take the hierarchy object. So let me go to levels and enable all levels. Run the query. So I want to drill down by the store hierarchy. So you can see perfectly the hierarchy is expanded to the first level node, second level node, and the third level node. So basically the hierarchy support is there. Okay, so let me quickly keep it here. Now we just spoke about HANA Direct and OLAP connection. So what we just saw here is basically an MDX query. Okay, no query stripping. So we have the concept of microcube and hierarchy support. Okay, so these are the features of HANA Direct OLAP connection. Now let's talk about the next type of connection within HANA Direct, a JDBC relational connection. Okay, so obviously this will not have any hierarchy support because it's a relational connection. It's not MDX query, it's an SQL query. So as it's an SQL query, we require query stripping, and this query stripping is enabled here. So these are the features of HANA Direct and relational connection. So we still have the microcube here as well. Now let's see this. So I'll go to file, I'll create a new WEBI document. So I'll still use the HANA Direct option. So here you can clearly notice, basically the HANA Direct is supporting OLAP and JDBC. Just now we saw the JDBC. Just now we saw the OLAP connection. Now let's go to the relational connection. So I'm connecting to the same HANA view where we have two hierarchies. The first thing you'll notice that you can see that you can no longer access the hierarchies. Now let me drill down by the same list of objects which we just used, that is product line code, product line description, category, quantity sold. Now this is a relational connection. So if you go to the script, you will notice that it's an SQL query which is fired on HANA. So select product line code, product line category, sum of quantity sold on the SysBIC schema, right? So this is basically a SQL query. Now let's see if the query stripping feature is enabled. Yes, we have query stripping option. So if I want, I can enable it. Now run the query. The prompts defined in the HANA view are showing up here. If you want, we can always use this option set variables and we can control the HANA prompts and variables. Okay. So just to show you that the query stripping is enabled, now let me remove category from the drill down. Okay, so I have removed category from the drill down. So if you go to data access, so we still have the concept of microcube. Now let me refresh the query, because now we have enabled query stripping. We should notice that the category object should become show as in bold, saying that the object is no longer available in the microcube. So now I have refreshed the query. So here you can clearly see the category object became bold. So that's indicating that the object is no longer available in the microcube. Right? So now if I drill down, so basically obviously I'll get the message hash refresh. So I have to refresh again to get the data at the category level. So this is HANA Direct JDBC relational connection, no hierarchy support. You're getting the data from HANA via an SQL query. We still have the concept of microcube and query stripping. So here basically no query stripping. Now let's see the last type of connection, that is HANA Online. So this is only relational connection, no MDX query. So JDBC. No microcube in this case. No hierarchy support. And obviously no query stripping. When we don't have microcube, then there is no concept of query stripping at all. So this acts very much similar to business objects analysis, how it is bringing the data for every drill down. So basically the WEBI fires a query back on HANA for every drill down. So click on new WEBI document. I want to connect in SAP HANA Online. The first thing you'll notice that you'll not even see the OLAP connection here. So the HANA Online supports only relational connection. So I'm connecting to the same calculation view which we just connected, and you will notice that there is no query panel at all. You are directly giving the access to the entire HANA view. So this is meant for ad hoc analysis. So you can notice that we didn't even get the query panel. You can see all the list of objects like a flat dimensions, no hierarchy support. Now let me drill down by state. I'll add a measure. So each time I drill down, a query is fired on HANA. So it's a live connection. So if you go to data access, you'll not find anything like export data. So basically there is no microcube. Now go to document properties. No query stripping. Basically you don't have the concept of microcube at all. Now in case we have connected in HANA online mode and you want to switch to the standard offline mode, so if you can go to this menu, so data access, HANA, so disconnect from HANA online and you will get the standard query panel, basically the microcube concept. Okay, so these are the three ways how we can connect BO4 WEBI in BO4.2 with HANA. So thanks for watching.